Hello, happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mo from Muspark Digital, where working parents and busy professionals start an online business, start a side hustle alongside their 9 to 5, alongside their busy life without burning out, without feeling overwhelmed. So that's what we do here. So I help working parents start an online business. So for the past 15 days now, I've been on a journey of gratitude. So I'm a journey of 30 days gratitude and vision for working parents. And today's gratitude topic is being grateful for. I'm super tired today, right? So being grateful for our skills and our talents. Yes, that's what we are grateful for today. We are grateful for the skills we have, the talents we have, and all those kind of things. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you're joining live, say hello. If you're joining, or if you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay in the comments, and I will come and catch up with you later. So let's dive into it. It's been a long day at work today, and I'm super tired. I just want my bed. I wish there's more hours in the day because there's so many things I still have to do after this live. But hey ho, we are here. We are showing up day in, day out for our business. Yes, that's it. So today, as I said, we're talking about being grateful for our skills and talents. So if I ask your friends or your family or people around you or your colleagues, what exactly are you naturally good at? What do you think they will say? If I ask them that, what are you good at naturally? What do you think they will say? Because most times we often overlook our own gifts. As in, sometimes because it comes naturally to us, things that we do, we just feel like, oh, there's no big deal to that. It's not like a proper skill. It's not like a proper talent. But in the grand scheme of things, some other people will struggle a lot to do what you do, all those things that you do effortlessly. And you don't think it's a talent, you don't think it's a skill, you just go ahead and do it effortlessly. You feel like there's no big deal. So that's what usually happens. We overlook our skills, we overlook our talents. So, what skills, as I said, if I ask your colleagues, your friends, your families, what do you think they'll say about you? What are you naturally good at? Will it be like encouraging people, like organizing, teaching, cooking, listening, or leading? So, what exactly are the kind of things that you're good at? That if I ask your friends and family, what would you say you're naturally good at? What would that your special skills, those kind of things that you do effortlessly? What would it be? Like for me now, I'll probably say listening. Well, yeah, I do try to listen a lot. I'm one of those people that, and I didn't realize this was a skill until like a very long time. When people would just like stop you on the road and then you're having conversations, hello, how are you? And then you think it's just going to be like a quick hello and then it will turn to like a 30 minutes, 30 minutes with them telling you their story, what's happened to them and things, and you have to like encourage them and things like that. That one just comes naturally to me, right? So that's like building relationship and listening, kind of. But I didn't think it was something then because if you had asked me back in the days that what are your skills and talents, I'm going to, I don't think I've got anything. I'm the wrong person to ask that kind of question. I've got no skills, I've got no talents, I'm just me. But there's so many things that we do that we feel that we overlook, that we feel like, okay, no, there is not like. But if we deeply look into it, we know that it's kind of is unique to us. Some people it will probably be compassion. They're really very compassionate. Some people is kindness. Some people is giving. We have all kind of skills and talent, but we just overlook them because they don't look like very huge or very big. Some people find it hard to have conversations with people that they've never met before. So I don't totally get that, but I'm not one of those people. Like, um, I meet you, I'm like, as long as you're ready to have a conversation, yes, I'm ready to go all the way as well. Like having conversation, listening to people, all those kind of things. But as I said, we often overlook it because it comes naturally to us. But some people struggle a lot to have conversations because I know that fine. Sometimes I feel like I'm an introvert, and I do really prefer one-on-one conversations than being in the midst of loads of people. Like if I have to like go to a gathering, like an event or a party or somewhere where there will be loads of people, you have to talk to loads of people and around. I'm one of those people that I need to like emotionally recharge my social battery, right? Because I know I have to talk to loads of people. So that kind of thing doesn't like come naturally to me. If I'm in the midst of so many people, I really don't have like having too long conversations because trying to keep up with what everybody is saying. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. But if it's a one-on-one conversation, oh dear Lord, that's my forte. I would have that conversation. I will be able to focus. I will concentrate, listen, give you my full attention, undivided attention, and just carry the conversation. So that's one of those kind of things that I have. So and I'm grateful for it. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mo from Most Park Digital, and I help people start online businesses. Today we are talking about being grateful for our skills and talents. So, what skills do you have? What talent do you have? Or what are the kind of things that come to you naturally that you feel like, okay, it's not a skill or talent, but they actually are? What are those kind of things that you do naturally that you can share? Drop them in the comments. So, we are being grateful for that today. As I said, we're on a 30 days journey of gratitude and vision for working parents. And our topic today is being grateful for our skills and talents. So as we say, we as because those things come naturally to us, we assume that everybody can do it. You'll be like, "Ah, what's there? It's just to talk to people now, right? Or whatever it is that your superhero skills are. But you don't realize that because it comes naturally to you, you feel like everybody should be able to do it. But no, it doesn't come naturally to everybody. So sometimes I need to like hold myself back, especially with my kids. When I'm like, "Oh, you can do this. What's there? Just go this, do this, do this. Just have conversations, or just talk to them. You're not gonna bite you and all those kind of things." But they find it weird. They find it cringy. But because it comes naturally to me, I feel like it's just easy. Just have conversation. But it doesn't come naturally to them. So that's another thing that I'm learning, that because I can do it, it comes easily to me. Doesn't mean it's easy and it comes naturally to other people. So whatever thing naturally, your skill, your talent, be grateful for that. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others, right? But then people are gifted in different ways. We have different skills, we have different talents. So we can't keep, comparing ourselves to each other. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mo from Most Park Digital, and I do help working parents start online business. Today we are talking about being grateful for our skills and talents, things that come naturally to us. So like I said, I enjoy building relationship because it comes easy to me naturally. I know how to like, have conversations with people, build relationship just gradually, but it doesn't come naturally to everybody. So it's just those kind of things. And most of those kind of gifts they don't look very impressive. So if someone's asking you for what skill do you have, what talent do you know, it's not all about like singing, excuse me, or dancing or doing something, very, very artsy, very great. It's not all about that. As I said, just being a great listener is it doesn't come naturally to everybody. That's a kind of skill as well. Making people feel welcome, making people feel comfortable, that they are comfortable enough to talk to you, they're comfortable enough to share with you. That's the skill as well. People don't feel comfortable with everybody. They don't share their story with everybody. So the fact that they share it with you just shows that they see something in you that makes them feel comfortable to tell you their story, to share their journey with you. So don't take all those kind of things lightly. And then sometimes being reliable is a skill as well. Not everybody is reliable. That one I can tell 100%. Because I know I do have friends that I've always been there for them whenever they need me. I always show up. But then when it's my own turn, like, yes, I need you to be there for me. That's when there'll be like loads of excuses. Oh, sorry, I forgot about it. Oh, sorry, I slept off, or blah blah blah. There'll be loads of excuses. But I already know that those people are not reliable. But I do have some that even before I call, I just send a message like, Mo, what exactly do you need? As in, I love those people. And now I know that being reliable is a skill on its own. It's a gift. So it's not everybody that is like that. But I do like that skill. When somebody is reliable, as in I totally love it that when you call them or you message them or whatever it is, they are there to show up for you whenever you need. And then patience. Ha! Patience. That's another skill on another level. I absolutely do not have that son. I'm a, I'm a work in progress when it comes to being patient. But there are some people that they are really very patient. They give you like a very long rope, and they're just very patient with you and things like that. If you've got if you've got kids, but there are some patient parents, but I'm not one of them. I'm not. I'm not one of those parents that when you keep telling them over and over and over, and you get to a point, you just never. I know patience is a virtue, but I'm not one of those people that have patience as a skill. So if you're out there and you're a very patient person, as in kudos to you. I do envy you. I acknowledge you. I really wish I could be as patient as you. But man, I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. So I'm a work in progress. It's not as bad as I used to be, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better. So someone that is patient now will feel like patience comes naturally to people just because they are gifted with it. So, but it's not. We are not all patient. It doesn't like come naturally to all of us. Not all of us are patient. So if you are, be grateful for for your um for being patient. And then when it comes to skills and talents that we get through our work, right? Because I trained originally as a geologist. So yes, I do have all those you know techie gifts, like skills that I picked up because I did learn them, right? Because it comes with the job. When you start a new job, I didn't know anything about that. I did the theory parts that you study in school, all doing all the books and everything. But when it comes to working itself, that's when it gets to the practical. And then you pick up so many skills as you go along, building confidence and doing all those kind of things, talking to people, doing presentations, explaining your findings, how you came up with this, and all those kind of, you picked up so many skills. So whatever skills that you picked up in your 9 to 5, be grateful for those skills because not everybody have that skills. And then we know that when it comes to skills and experience, that's actually what pays, right? Not your degree necessarily. So it's usually the skills and all those the experience that you have that becomes money for you eventually. So yes, let's be grateful for the skills. So from I did move from the oil and gas industry to finance. So then I became a data analyst. So data analysis is a whole new game entirely. So that's the world of spreadsheets and calculations. Yes, I do love maths growing up anyway. So when I came to data analysis, when it comes to like doing all those calculations, doing all those formulas, working with Excel, coding, and all those kind of things, it was just like it's something that came naturally to me. As in, I didn't even know how I did that because I had to train myself. I did, yes, self-trained data analyst, yes. Because as a geologist, when I lost my job, I nobody was employing in the oil and gas industry because it was during the oil and gas price crash. So nobody was employing. I need to find something else that I could do. So, and I know that I do a lot of data even as a geologist, I get to deal with loads of well data and all those kind of things. I'm like, I kind of love working with data. I do enjoy working with data. Let me look into data analysis. So that's how I got started. There were loads of free courses and everything about data analysis. And guess what? Your girl just fell in love with data analysis, coding, and I'm like, where has this been all my life? So, sometimes I feel like that that season in my life just redirected me to something else I really enjoy, which is what I do enjoy now. I still do my 9 to 5 as a data analyst. I do enjoy it. I enjoy playing with data, coming up with charts and graphs, telling stories with data. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. So those are some of the skills that I've picked up in my 9 to 5 as well. So what are the skills that you've picked up recently in your 9 to 5 or something that you've picked up recently? So I would say in my business as well, I've picked up loads and loads of skills, like encouraging people, mentoring people to get started with their business, giving them training, showing them how the system works, how things work, what they can do to make their business better, how I do everything, just pouring into other people, everything that you've learned, shaping other people's life, helping them with their mindsets, helping them to grow to become a better person. So those are just kind of things that have picked up in my business as well, as in is endless. And there's so many skills like AI that I never even knew about at all. So now I understand how to use it. I can use Canva, use TikTok, use right. I'm on TikTok right now, right? I never knew how to use this when I started this business. So it's all a learning curve. So and I'm grateful that I've been able to pick up all these skills and talents. So that's it today for me today. So, and then what happens when we hide our gifts, right? Because some of us have those kind of gifts, but we just like hide it. But then we should realize that those gifts are not meant for us only. It's for us to use it to help other people as well, to help them get better, so that other people don't miss out. We talk about our affair, as in if you all the things that you've been through, right? So there's this song I know that says that there's no waste at the altar. Whatever it is that you've been through, whatever challenges, if it's your valley season, your mountain season, none of it is wasted. You can use it to encourage other people. You can use it to help other people get out of their own, their valley season, because you've been through that and you knew how you sustained yourself, how you were able to get out, how you were able to go through that season. So because you've been through that, you can don't keep that to yourself. If someone else comes to you that they are going through the same thing that you've been through, so just help them. Use your gifts, your talents, all those things that comes naturally to you. Use it to help them. Don't be afraid that you'll be judged or you look foolish or failing because you're trying to help people. Don't be afraid of that. Just use what you have to help people. If they feel like what you're saying is not helping them, that's fine, but you've taken the first step and you've helped them. So that's it for me today. Be grateful for every gift that you've been given, whether it's whatever kind of gifts you are, all those kind of things that come to you naturally, be grateful for them. So I'm going to leave you with this question. What gift do you think you've been given by God? What kind of gifts do you think God has given to you? And are you using it fully? As in to the max? Are you using your gifts fully? And what do you think would happen if you boldly use your gifts, as in you're bold and you go ahead and use your skills? Hello, Coach Beams. Sorry, I'm on three screens at the same time, so I don't even know when you've joined or said hello. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. That's it for me. And I'll finish with this that your gifts weren't given to you by accident. No, it is meant for you. It wasn't given to you by accident. So make the most of it, use it, and then I will see you again today on day 16 of our 30 days gratitude and vision for working parents. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.